Alright, I'm hoping it's working now. Man, too much work. Ow! Oh, come on! Why are you coming after me there? Oop. What was that? I mean, if he's gonna one-shot me with the armor that I'm wearing, that's just beyond anything that I can help. That's fucking crazy. Crazy. Crazy to me that no, damn it. Oh boy. Ow. Oh hell. Hey, Chewie. rhythm before I went out to dinner. And now I don't seem to have that rhythm anymore. What are you gonna do? Big guy. Ow. There it is. No. Damn it. Finally got lined up the way that I need to be, and he decides to come after me for like the first time ever. You can't fault it for being smart. Well, or being rote. Alright. So I know what steps I need to do. I just need to get them done. Get him? I did not. Oh, what a pain. Oh, nice job, Sykes. I am currently smashing my face against this boss. I'm just trying to get all the little pieces right. Get him? I got it. I want to get this up here. What? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. running, just keep running, just keep running. Yeah, of course he's going to be... Big guy's not going to switch over to where he is. Oh no. Back to where you were. Oh. No damage. That's what I don't get. Ah. Let's do this again. We'll get it. We'll get it. Standing right here. What? No! No, I haven't. It's the second time. Oh, that was the second time? No. Ah. Yeah, I was robbed. What do you say? What do you do? Got him. Come on, get up, get up. Now, where I want to be is right about here. Oh. Ah, damn it. Oh, yeah. I know that in general, this will work, right? It is a bunch of little minor things that are actually causing me difficulties. In fact, oh no, I've got another one that I'm just not doing a good job of paying attention to. Ah, come on! What I'm trying to do is to get this to land on Temu. Oh, come on. No. Oh, of course he's going to do that right then. I'm so far away from being able to kill this guy now. I thought I had him in one of those states where he's going to stay static for a minute. No, Anspa's dead. Gambling addict. No, I just need to stop failing at doing a certain series of events in a certain order. Ah, rats. do not need you to solo, Sir Hunspa. And, as is the requirement, this video we watch. That's the rules. He stepped out of the Comet of Azure. That's the crazy thing. So I had him, and then he stepped just out of the beam.
I'm going to be a god.
And so I killed him with Rock Sling. Which is super satisfying.
If we honor our part of the vow, promise me you'll be my consort.
Is there anything more Game of Thrones than that?
I'll make the world a gentler place.
By force. It's a special kind of evil. Oh, I got another circlet of light. And we gotta go clean this up. Oh, sorry, Crystal. Yeah, and actually it was a crazy damn fight. Yeah, it was a crazy fight. Comet of Azure was in full effect. I think I hit him for 50% of his health. He did the courtesy of standing still. Beating on Telu. And... sorry, Crystal. Alright. I'm trying to think. Alright, well, I have plenty more bosses to kill. I pretty much, as you can see, I skipped most of the world on this playthrough. If I'm going to go after the plant life, is that the one that's down here? No. The castle watering hole eventually gets me to Crazy Town. What I really want is... I need to drain the water. That's what gets me to the flower, so I can at least do that. And if I'm going to drain the water, I should probably come up around through here. Which means coming through the ground at these Morth runes, which means coming from here. Oh, and I am absolutely not set up for doing this. So... I am going to go back to... Oh, what build should I use? I could do the Dancer build. It's super light armor, though. It's such a weird build. What would be another interesting build? Right, there's the dancers. Those are curved swords. let's try the dancers build. It's such a weird way to such a weird build. Where is the dancer's outfit? It's a strange set of stuff. Dancer's hood. Dancer's dress. Dancer's bracer. Hold on. Run duelist. Dancer's trousers. Alright. Alright, and then Blue Dancer. It's one of the few times you actually get to use that run. You gotta be able to take hits. Successive attacks and where is it? The fist. I know I have it. No, I'm sure that I have it. Oh, it's probably... Is it? Usually don't keep anything over here anymore. Hold on. I'm sure that I had... Should be here. What the hell? Oh, it's right there. Alright. Then... Hold on. Blade.
Is it thy wish?
Oh, hold on.
Be not alarmed, nor afeared. I would...
Okay, so equipment-wise, this is dex, and it's all dex scaling, right? So we want the high dex. We only need enough stamina to keep my light load light. Which means enough stamina for like 60. Like if I decide, for example, to put the misery cord on and a light bow, 75, let's call it 76.
Art thou
Rebirth.
now?
All right.
Bear this.
Okay. $60, $40. Hold on. What do we say? 75? 28 for now. Dex. Get this one to 80. Actually, 75. 80. Why not? Strength. Can't hurt. Intelligence. Let's get these to 30. Faith. Put you to 40. Put you to 40. Alright, I still have a ton of points to spend. Alright, so... let's go a little extra on endurance. with the extra hit points. Trying to think. I will go with... Trying to think. So, as a backup, I want to be able to do... What now? I want to be able to do... Yeah, faith-based spells, primarily.
Thou art my
Alright, now, for spells... Vow. Actually, I need to go back to that same set. Grant me strength. Is this the one? I want to do heals HP. Wasn't there one of those that was... Well, it doesn't matter. Heals HP. Alright, now, damage-wise... Yep. And... lightning... And... Oh, we don't have enough room for that. That's okay. Go with a holy spear. All right. Yeah, this is such a crazy build. All right, so now we're gonna go. Whoops. Nope. There. And we need to ride up and down, right? We're ultimately going here from here. I'm so fragile now. Oh, wait. Got a lot of runes to spend. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and there's no reason for me to have that. But is that the one that I want to use? Yeah, it is. Yeah, this may not last long. So I have played with this this build before. Here we go. I've played with this build before, and it's interesting. The whole build is built up around the idea that you can... There's gotta be guys back here, right? That is not what was supposed to happen there. remembering what the last thing that I wanted was. This will reduce the damage, but what you want is that. So this is like a ridiculous amount of damage that this thing's capable of. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Yeah, this is the DLC. For better or for worse, I just beat Consort Radon. Better in my opinion, but... Nope, I'm dead. I've run into this problem before, where if you're on the horse, you actually die. It's so weird. I don't know. I don't really understand it. Somebody pointed out it's specific to that place. It's kind of dumb. Am I gonna make it? Nope. And I've never understood how... Like, it almost seems random how it is that you successfully get down there. I don't know. I must be missing something in the jumps or whatever. I must be missing something. I don't know what it is. That same spot that I sat on successfully, now I just slide off of. I don't know. There must be some other way. Tell me what it is, somebody, please. See? And if I had landed there on the horse, I would have died. Nope, nope. I'm honestly surprised I survived that. This is probably going to take me back to a place I could have gone to. I just need to remember where that is. We'll know in a moment. Nope, it's not. This is where I needed to be. Go figure. All right. So this is one of those places where you can accidentally break the rune that messes up all the quests. A tooth whip is so gross. Just passing through the woods. Oh, God, that scared the crap out of me. Uh-oh. So that's one of the really hard to beat ones. He's got the metal strap legs. You have to go up on the thing and huck pots down into his basket. The problem is that he can reach up into that area, so it's actually pretty hard. Boop, boop, beer. Oh, I think they talked to the architect of Storm whatever castle. I jumped. I jumped. Crap. There's jumping. Past those guys. Right past those guys. Now. Did you see what just happened? It literally scooted me. I was totally clear on that jump. And then it just like, dunk! It just immediately popped me over. Ugh. That is so stupid. Just that was bizarre. One more back here. Hold on. Bat. There are more bats. Watch out. This is bat country. Hey Chris, hey Petri, hey Easton. Place to camp here. I like how she picks up her dress. It's funny. Did she really just do that? Did I really see that just happen? And look, okay, not really. She just kind of puts her hands up, but that's pretty funny. So first I need to clear all the crap out of here, right? And the way we do that actually is killing that guy. Oops. Yeah. Alright, I don't want to kill that guy right now anyway. I've got a bigger fish to fry. Is that long enough? No. Oh, I got him. That's a mistake. Oh, I got the wheel. Nice. Tickling his nose. Alright. That takes care of that guy. And I don't really care if I get up in there. This is the area that I'm mostly worried about. Four, 8, 6, 9. Oh, I think this is the plant. Oh, this is going to be an fight with this build. I think I'm going to get utterly annihilated, but we'll give it a try. Got Telu. He's my buddy. Iris of Grace. Yep, plant. Alright, so Golden Bough. Flame grant me strength. Use Steel Vitality. And Telu. At some point. Oh, I dove that, come on. Oop. Ah. Oh, 330, give or take. I'm playing. This is a meme build. 331. Yeah, this is a weirdo build. That's so the build is a dancer build. Is kind of the only way to explain it well. Oh. I'm diving. Ah. So, Simba and D1. D1, you've been on my feed plenty of times before. So, Simba, I will give you an honest recommendation about playing this game. And I hope you take my advice to heart. It is only intended for the good. Don't rush levels. Don't. It doesn't matter. Don't listen to people that tell you about how playing it this way is cheesing and it's all garbage. Don't listen to anybody. Play the game how you enjoy it. Play the game you like. Let the developers who made this content, let their artistry and artwork just fill your senses and enjoy all the stuff that goes on. Seriously, it's super easy to become like addicted to getting runes and leveling really fast. If you don't learn how to play the game, you're not going to be good at the game. It doesn't matter what level you are, right? If you don't know how to do basic stuff, yeah, it's I'll give you some examples. Have you learned how to parry yet? Have you learned how to counter block? Have you learned how to do that stuff? Yeah. So, all right. I love giving advice. I love explaining stuff. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Hang out. I'm going to show you a couple things. I'm going to show you stuff on a low-level character at the very beginning of the game. Same levels that you're running right now. Nothing that you don't have access to already. And it's just, this is all just good, honest advice. I can't make you good at the game. I can only explain things that ideally you would learn how to do now. You don't want to learn how to, you don't want to, I did not learn how to do most of these. I hate it when I do that. Sorry. I just went straight to continue game. And I need to go to load game. You have access to some of the best low to mid-level items at the beginning of the game. I want to be clear about that. So, this is a level 36 character. This character has stuff that make it more powerful, but I am not using it. So literally, here, I'm just gonna go over to this. Actually, I'm gonna go to a different place. There's a better place to go. So you'll recognize this as the very beginning of the game. Church of Kale. It's the very beginning. My build is 22 vigor, 24 dex, 14 strength, right? It's not much. Here's the key. The weapon I'm using is a broadsword. I've set it up to be keen, but it doesn't have to be, right? So I used an Ash of War on the broadsword. I'm actually taking this off, and I'm just going to go to, you know what, I'm just going to remove, yeah, I'm not even going to have an Ash of War on the broadsword, just so you can see it. And then I'm going to start off using this Beast Crest here. Actually, I'm going to use this Heater Shield. So this is something that you have access to. This Beast Crest is like right in the area, right in this opening area that you're in, is where you can get this Beast Crest Heater Shield. I will show you a couple things that you want to do with it. I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to show you a couple things that I think you'll find very valuable. So at this War Master's shack is Knight Bernhal. Talk to this guy.
Hello. Here to learn.
Learn skills, and you want to buy this no skill. Ash of War, no skill. This is the one that you want. Okay? This is actually the critical one you want to get right here.
Well,
and the reason is this.
Until...
So I'm going to go back to the opening. Okay. So, right now, I have this. See how I keep switching to this? Okay, if I have only this, the broadsword, this is the special attack for the broadsword. See how it's using FP? Is this guy. Okay? So that's this. Because I have this Ash of War, where is it? No skill, right here. That's this Ash of War that I mentioned. I can now use my special attack with this shield. Okay? That's the first thing. So, this is what's called a guard counter. This is what's going to happen. He's going to hit me, but he's going to hit the shield, and it's not going to be like a heavy attack. He's not going to break my stance or anything. And because he bounces off of it, I can do a special attack. I'm not going to crit him. I can do a special attack which does substantially more damage. And it's called a guard counter, and it's all you do is you just do the equivalent to this attack after he's hit your shield. So let me go back to this guy. So I'm just holding the right mouse button. Ah, hold on. So all I'm doing is shift left click. Now, if you're on a... I don't think so. I'm pretty sure guard counter... maybe. Let me figure... Let's test. I honestly don't know. So you'll need to do whatever the equivalent command is. There are probably people in the feed that can tell you what the proper commands are. It's going to be one of the left buttons. It's going to be whatever you would normally do to do a heavy attack. So this is a heavy attack. This is a light attack. So, all right. Can you do it without? It's a good question. I am going to go back. I do this so much. People have been in my feed have probably seen this 100 times. But I genuinely don't know the answer to your question, so let's go find out. So now I'm set to guard. Okay, all right. Then I will do my best to kind of keep it short and sweet. So here I'm in guard with a broadsword. And I will explain where to get a broadsword because it's also very close to here. You can, in fact, guard counter. However, it's not as effective. Alright, so here's the difference. You may have noticed, have you encountered the miners underground? They're like drilling into the wall, and anytime you hit them, you like bounce back. You like go, "Dah," and you get kind of stunned for a second. Have you encountered those yet? Well, in any case, so watch what happens when he hits my shield. He'll bounce. If it's not this attack. Wait for this attack. See how he bounced? There were sparks, and he kind of bounced back? Not that attack. Light attack. There. See how he kind of stuns back? Not that. That's a special. Jeez, it's all this guy's doing. He'll hit me with a torch. It happens there. See this sparks and he kind of bounces back? So, if I'm doing it with this, he won't do that. Oh, hold on. So I'm doing the same guard, this time with a sword. See how he just kind of swept through? So, yeah, the advantage is, with a shield, when he bounces back, you have time to get the guard counter in without him continuing to hit you. So, yes, you can do it guarding with a regular weapon. However, you don't have the advantage the shield gives you. Okay, so that's a guard counter. Second thing, if you have parry, which is this. Now, this buckler's really good at this parry. and you can buy this buckler from Gostock. Have you been in this yet? Have you beaten this area and beaten this first boss with Godric the Grafted and all that? It's okay if you haven't. Okay, so after the first boss, there's the guy who's like, hey, Nox, he's stepping on the god's head, or the first boss, he's stepping on the boss's head. The dude's name is Gostock, and he sells this buckler. And this is the easiest item in the game to parry with. So watch what happens. So I'm in my guard. This is the easiest way to do it. It's much easier when it's a slow attack. Did you see how I knocked his weapon away and then he got stunned? That gives me the opportunity to do a crit hit. You can technically do that with any shield. However, the bigger the shield, the narrower the window you have to correctly initiate. PC. So this is guard, and I just press shift on the PC. Again, there'll be an equivalent. I'm holding the right mouse button, and then this will be whatever causes that. Now, remember when I said that no thing? So I'm holding the shield up. I cannot. Weight does matter. Notice I cannot do the special attack with this sword now. But if I'm using this shield, I can. Yes, actually, and that is a very viable method to beating Millennia. It's hard, but the key is to learn how to do it early. That's the thing. If you rush through the game, you go kill the dragon, you get the shelf, and then you farm the bird, and you get like level 120 really fast, you're not any better at the game. You're just higher level. So you can just take more hits and you do more damage, but you're not better. This is all stuff that I wish I learned. So this shield right here. I actually one-shot her in phase 2. So normally this shield has this on it, right? So you can, but again, I lose the ability to use a special attack with a sword unless I put the shield away. All right. So to kind of give you an idea, the window that I have to do that bash is shorter with this shield, but I'm really not good at... Yeah. So, learning to parry... I think so. Learning to parry and learning to do the guard counter are huge methods to increasing your success with most creatures in the game. Now, some of the giant creatures, you may be able to parry them, but guard counter, they crush you, and so no amount of shield will get you there. So let me show you the last two things. So the broadsword, which is the sword this character's using for all this demonstration, is purchased from a vendor, and it's very close, and it is the best straight sword in the game. Of all the straight swords that are out there, the broadsword is the best one in the game. You can put any Ash of War you want that can go on a straight sword. You can, if you don't put an Ash of War on it, you can use all of the grease and get all the advantages the greases. It's just the best. It's just the best all-around sword. And again, level 38. I'm not like super high level, right? So this vendor, always pick up the butterflies.
You okay?
This vendor
I don't want it.
sells the broadsword. So that's where you get a broadsword. You can also buy a short bow from him. And arrows. But the broadsword. This iron round shield is a small shield, but it does not do the block the way that the other one does. But you can get a couple of these Balthuses, which cure you of poison, bleed, and sleep. But the broadsword is here. As for the shield...
All done? Well, be on your way then.
As for the shield... I will show you the easiest way to get there. Again, this is the shield with the lion on it. Which again, if you want to do blocking and you're not interested in the parry, it is hard to get a better shield that has better stats overall. There are certainly better items, but this shield is, from a stat perspective, the best balance of weight and everything else until you get fairly advanced into the game. It's relatively light, etc., etc. So you come over here. You've probably been up here already. If you haven't, that... I play lots of other games, but this is the one that I stream. So the shack where I told you to buy that no strike is over there, over in that area. So for the shield, it is in this chest right here. That's where the shield is. Not the buckler. The buckler you buy from Gostok after beating the first boss. Oh, those dogs. So those are the two big things. Do you plan on sticking with melee, or do you plan on doing the caster game? Oh, here's an example. All right, I will show you where to get the best staff. Easy. Easy peasy. So, see, I've got the shield up for guard. That. See how he busted through the shield? So, you can guard counter this, but I'm out of range. That sound, that ka-chung, that extra sound was the sound of him defeating my... Oi! I'm toying with this guy just to kind of show the point. Alright, so the last thing I'll say is this. The magic number here, where is it, for poise is 51. You want to get to 51. Anything below that, if you're going to be doing melee stuff, you want to get to a poise of 51. That's the magic number. I couldn't even explain to you why. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more thing. Again, everything I'm showing you is right back in the basic starting area. So I'm going to go back to the Church of Kale. And I will show you where the coolest caster stuff is. Check this out. Okay. Now, you're going to want to pay heed to a couple of warnings. You're going to take a trip to a place that is way higher level than you are. That's the first thing. Oh, see those glowing eyes? Those are worth extra runes. A lot of extra runes, by the way. At lower levels you won't notice, but at high levels, a mob that normally gives you 4,000 runes can give you 12,000. So. Alright. You may have been here. You may have been to this area before. There we go. Watch out for the rats. They're actually a serious pain. Okay, so, two things. One, this is a teleporter trap. I'm taking it on purpose, but first I'm going to show you how to get out of it. The moment you notice smoke coming out, roll backwards. And the trap will not catch you. So if you do not know, or you do not want to go where it is going to take you, but you got to do it fast. Okay, now I'm going to let it take me to where I want it to go. Ensnared in a transporter trap. So this is going to take you into the middle of Caelid. And it's not a pretty place to be. Actually, it's quite bad. Because it doesn't put you like where you can camp out and be safe. Not happening. You're in this little tunnel, but there's an object you can loot right here. Now, make sure you're full health. We're going to be running around to the left here, down, and out through a little cave entrance that's down there. Don't pick up anything. If you loot any of this stuff, the crystals that those guys are mining, they'll attack you immediately. Grab this. I already have, but grab it, run out here. Now, notice these are all little red hatch crossouts. I can't teleport right now because I'm still in that sort of trap state. Hop on your horse. 2 places to go. Place number 1. Come down here to the left, follow the beach. Inside a building down here, right here, is going to be a thing to loot. You want to get that. And then here is a place to pick up. Don't keep going that way. Like I said, this is actually a bad place. But because... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Because you have now camped at another point, you can teleport again. So I'm going to go back up into the crystal tunnel. Okay, so the stuff around here is really lethal. You can survive a couple of hits, but pick up whatever flowers and stuff that you can within reason. Watch out for these big pussy dudes. There's going to be a thing floating around on the ground here. It's very cool to pick that up. Okay, watch out for the exploding stuff. Bad mojo. Keep fading around. Now, these buildings is your next objective. These guys pay attention to what they're doing because they will smack you with poison. Okay, object number 1 is going to be hanging out the back of this tower that's up ahead of me. It's in there, or you have to go in there to loot it, and it is the meteorite staff, and you want that. That is the best staff that you can get for a long time. The second thing is, I believe in this corner on this body, you want to loot that. It's a spell called Rock Sling, which is the thing that you want. Once you've got those, they're worth dying for, by the way. Once you've got them, just keep following this shoreline around. Ignore these guys. Keep coming up around. And there's a point here. Now, you're welcome to explore that area. I suggest you don't. Stuff here is much more powerful than you are. I'm going to go back to Church of Ele. You're welcome. Now, I will explain to you briefly about the staff and what it means. So, I am unable to use any of these staves. I don't have the int for it, so I'm going to change characters to one that actually is a caster. If you can't use a staff, the stats won't show up properly, so I can't explain that stuff. Now I gotta find a caster. To continue. One more moment. It's very weird. Gotcha. Yeah, I played WoW for a long time. Well, I quit after Wrath of the Lich King, and then I played Classic, and I quit after Wrath of the Lich King. This one might be a caster. Yes, this is a hybrid caster. That'll work. Okay. Equipment. This is a critical aspect that you're going to want to pay attention to. I just realized you guys may not be able to see me, so I'll do my best. Okay. So when you're using a staff, or, do I have one? Or a seal. Okay, when using a staff or a seal, back here, I've got one of each currently equipped. Okay. The critical stat you want to look at is the sorcery scaling. Okay? In your main hand. Correction. Whatever hand the staff is in that you are using to cast the spell, left click, right click, whatever. You can main hand, you can offhand, you can have two staves. This will throw off my weight. So here, I've got my meteorite staff offhand, and I've got my carrying regal scepter main hand. Okay, so see for the main hand weapon or offhand, whichever one you're doing, sorcery scaling is what tells you how good your damage is going to be. Straight up. It is the only thing that matters on top of the attribute scaling. So see how this is int S? That means int is going to be pushing to the damage more than anything else will. Strength and dex will also, but int is the big one. S tier is the top. Sorcery scaling is the thing that tells you how much damage that thing is going to do while you're holding it at that time. So if I increase my int, my sorcery scaling should go up. But the point is, sorcery scaling is what tells you the damage. So if you're using this staff offhand and you use an offhand cast and you cast a spell using that staff, that's the sorcery scaling you're using. If you're using a main hand, that's the sorcery scaling you're using. Okay. If you notice, for the meteorite staff... come on. Boo. Well, you'll see. Notice that under passive effects at the bottom, it says boost gravity sorcery. That passive effect will work even if you do not use that staff to cast the spell. Let me say it again. The passive effect will work even if you don't use that staff to cast the spell. The result of that is this. If you use a main hand staff with a high sorcery scaling and you put the meteorite staff offhand, not only will you get the high sorcery scaling damage bonus, but you will also get the gravity sorcery bonus. That's why you use two staffs. Does that make sense? Yes. Now, it needs to be actually equipped. So, if, for example... where am I? Here? Okay. Go back to the place I was before. So I always go back to this for demos. Church of Ele. So, Rock Sling. By the way, the Meteorite Staff and Rock Sling are the two things I just showed you where to get them. This is Rock Sling. This is main hand with the Meteorite Staff. So, 274. Same thing, Meteorite Staff, not offhand. 379. Why was that more? Oh, because that first guy was unaware. Or the first guy was aware that I was there. Alright. Sorry. Let's do this again. This game is making me a liar, and I know I'm not lying. Unless he's dying from the first rock. That's more of what I expected. This game is making a liar out of me. Hold on. That is upsetting. Yeah. I know what I've explained is correct. So I'm not sure why it's misbehaving. Because I've done this before and it worked correctly. Alright. So, what was it? 274 without the Meteorite Staff? Against this guy? Or that was with. Okay. Alright, that was 274 with. If this is 274 again, then I'm done. I'm telling you, this is working backwards. I'm absolutely baffled. That absolutely should not be working. It should be literally the opposite of what's happening. This should be more. So the reason it went from 279 to 283 is because the sorcery scaling on this staff is actually higher than on the Carian Regal Scepter when it's at +6. I'm flabbergasted. I do not know why. It's literally doing the opposite of what it should be doing. See this boost guard counter. Okay. No, I definitely don't have them backwards, I promise. Because if I didn't have it equipped, right? Now I've got them opposites. $283. That's actually what I expect because the Meteorite Staff's main hand, because it's actually higher. And see, that was... that is so bizarre. I'm at a loss. I really am. I swear I'm explaining it right. I don't know why it's behaving the way that it is. The Carrion Regal Scepter should be doing less damage than the Meteorite Staff anyway, because it's actually not as good. Unless you're using what it boosts. That's so crazy. Now, see, that was 379. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is the rocks are not hitting him at the same time, and he's dying before the third rock hits. I have a way to test that, actually. Pardon me while I move around a bit. Alright, Meteorite Staff, main hand. 678. 678. Carrion Regal Scepter, offhand. Oh, see how that hit the wall? Oh, why? I have to admit, this is kind of funny. Alright. I want to go back to this setup. I wasn't actually planning on using that plant as my demo. Trying to kill these little guys without killing the big guy. See the poison buildup? In case you haven't seen this before, that's what these are for. Okay,